This video is dedicated to the memory of Bernard Cribbins, who passed away last week at the age of 93. He was an amazing addition to the world of Doctor Who. He brought so much joy to the Doctor Who community, and his portrayal of Wilfred is just amazing. He's one of my favorite characters introduced in Modern Who, and he also has a legacy in Doctor Who, as he was in the Daleks movie with Peter Cushing all those years ago. He will always be remembered as a Doctor Who legend. Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show. Today I'm going to be reviewing the third volume of Classic Doctor's New Monsters, The Stuff of Nightmares. Seriously, this was one of my favorite ranges from Big Finish, and I was disappointed when they just stopped making them after Volume 2. But they're back with 4 more stories with some really cool new monsters from the new era. So the 4 stories in the box set are The House That Hawks Built by Tim Foley, The Trevelyan Who Knew Too Much by Robert Valentine, Together in Eclectic Dreams by Rory Gill, and If I Should Die Before I Wake by John Dorney from a story by Jacqueline Rayner. I really enjoyed this box set. I think these are all 4 solid stories, and also we get a different Doctor in the mix this time, as the 3rd Doctor is involved with Sarah Jane. So that is really awesome. And I really liked the first story because it was very atmospheric and very creepy. It's Doctor Who doing kind of a ghost story, and I always enjoy those on audio. And also the Hawks was a great addition to this. It also has a lot of great side characters in it. And this was a fantastic start to the set. The Trevelyan Who Knew Too Much I thought was another decent story, but definitely not one of my favorites in this box set. I did like the Trevelyan, how it was used. That was awesome. And it definitely gave a little bit more to this character, and I really liked that compared to their TV appearance. It also had that kind of spy 70s feel to it, and that was really cool. And I love the setting, Italy. That was just a great choice of a setting. Next 2 episodes are featuring the Dream Crabs, who, were appeared in Doctor Who just once in Last Christmas. Very trippy monster. And they are used really well in these 2 stories. But it's also really hard to talk about these 2 without giving spoilers. And also, you have to listen to these stories a little bit more than once, because you're going to miss a few things, because it's all these different kind of dream worlds and real worlds, and you don't know quite what's happening. The first Dream Crab story is one of my favorites, actually. I really liked how Colin Baker and Paul McGann was in the story, so it was really kind of cool. It became a multi-Doctor story. I did not expect it, but if you read the plot synopsis, I guess it kind of makes sense. But I really enjoyed all the guest cast, and, it's not your normal multi-Doctor story. I think the 8th Doctor is used really well in this, and he's kind of setting up the differences in the dream world really well. And there's a lot of different elements to the story, and they do come together really well. And I really do like this kind of one-time companion, Mari. I thought she was a great addition to this story. And, there's a lot of twist with who she is, and that was kind of, who she is. Was she really a companion? And we get to learn that as the story goes on. The second Dream Crab story, featuring the 8th Doctor and Charlie, was also a pretty good story. I really liked all these kind of, legends that they use, the storybook legends. That was really exciting. I think they were used really well. It was kind of interesting how the story played out, and you're like, well, who's in the dream? Are they both in the dream? And you kind of learn it as the story goes on, and it was a pretty decent conclusion to the set. But yeah, overall, The Stuff of Nightmares was a pretty good box set. It's definitely 4 really solid stories that used their hour really well, and I really liked that they gave these new Who monsters a kind of a different type of story. Because, the Hawks, that was a really kind of brilliant use to kind of put them in this kind of haunted house story. I really liked that. And put a Trevelyan on kind of this Earth in the Italian holiday era kind of thing going on. That was really different. I really liked it. And the Dream Crabs, it kind of made me realize they are really underutilized. They are such a phenomenal creation in the world of Doctor Who, and I think they really work well on audio because you have so many things you can do with them. And they were just, I really enjoyed those final 2 stories. So if you've listened to this box set, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.